What's up, everybody? Welcome to the late night dark hours of trades and gains. And today we're diving into Dell's Q1 earnings report, baby. Spoiler alert, it's got some AI juice, a bit of earnings mess, and a fat backlog that could choke a data center. Let's go ahead and make like some Molly and roll. First up, Dell did a little dance in after hours trading after raising its full year profit outlook. Now, you're probably wondering why. Two words: artificial intelligence. That is what this all boils down to. Earnings per share came in at 155 versus 169 expected. Big miss, you would think, right? But revenue came in at 23.38 billion versus the 23.14 billion that the street was expecting. Now, full year EPS is expected to hit $9.40, up 10 cents from their previous outlook, which is a positive sign because we have a lot of tech companies either straight just pulling guidance or not providing it whatsoever without a warning. Now, the EPS miss, that did happen. We can't ignore the elephant in the room. But the outlook beat, that was a big time move by everybody's least favorite computer manufacturer. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Dell's sitting on 14.4 billion AI systems backlog. That's not hype. That's hardware waiting, keyword, waiting to ship. Dell is a top vendor for Nvidia AI GPUs. You know, the stuff that's fueling every AI model from ChatGPT to your local robo baristas. A year ago, I highlighted the fact that Jensen Huang took time out of the GTC event to acknowledge Michael Dell, and that Dell was going to be a big factor of why Nvidia Blackwell architecture was going to be able to be used by the masses. Q1 alone, though, had 12.1 billion in confirmed AI orders. Dell's forecasting 15 billion in AI server sales for fiscal 2026. That's up 10 billion from last year. That's a 50% glow up. Go off, queen. Now let's talk about some infrastructure solutions group where we're seeing 10.3 billion, a 12% increase. And of that, 6.3 billion is in servers and networking, which is up 15.6%, and 4 billion is in storage, which is up 6.3%. Now, the client solutions group, PCs and laptops, mind you, that was up 12.5 billion, which was a 4.5% increase. From a commercial standpoint, we're at 11.05 billion, which is an 8.8% increase. And for the consumer standpoint, we only saw 1.46 billion, which was down 19.3%. Talk about a kick in the balls. The long of the short here is enterprise demand is lifting the boat while consumer PCs are still chilling in hibernation because let's be honest, nobody wants a Dell laptop. Now, let's talk about some shareholder love here. Dell also went full sugar daddy for investors this quarter, 2.4 billion in share repurchases and dividends. That's more than they spent all of last fiscal year. Now, despite the EPS miss, Dell shares popped 2% after hours because Wall Street's looking ahead to the juicy AI revenue that they talked about. The stock is already up 24% this month alone, beating the S&P's 6.7%. That's not a rally, that's a Dell dozer. Now, AI orders, that's revenue that is incoming. Again, that's the 12 to 18 month rule I talk about. The enterprise demand, strong tailwinds there. From a consumer segment, it's still weak, unfortunately, and I don't think we're going to really see many changes coming from that segment. The EPS miss shows some margin pressure as well. Are they being affected by tariffs? I don't know. This is something we're going to have to wait and see. Again, Dell will always be the sympathy play to Nvidia. If Nvidia has a good earnings, guess what? Dell's probably going to as well. And the backlog is potential for future upside. That's all that's saying, is this is what could potentially happen, because this is stuff that we have paid for and is still sitting and not shipped out yet. Now, the translation here is Dell might not be sexy, but it's sitting on a gold mine of AI hardware and sales. This ain't your grandma's PC stock anymore, boys. We're looking into the new year. But if you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button if you learned something new, and tell me in the comments, is Dell the dark horse of the AI race, or is this just a short-term hype pop? Subscribe for more spicy earnings breakdowns, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.